Seriously. People are burning 5G towers. I think we need to run a remedial science class. Oh dear. Roll the intro. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the sarcastic barman and welcome to my channel. The world has gone fucking mental, let's be fair. Now, people seem to be burning 5G towers and making stupid conclusions that 5G is making virusy things. Oh my fucking god, no. So I thought we'd spend a little bit of time before the debunk today explaining the electromagnetic spectrum. Yay! Electromagnetic spectrums! Yay! Which you can see due to the fact we have a visible section of the electromagnetic spectrum, but we'll come to that in a bit. Now, firstly, we're going to explain the difference between wavelengths and frequencies. Oh, joy. Now look at that, more handy dandy pictures. Now the top of the wave is called the crest, the bottom of the wave is called the trough, and the distance between the two crests is called, if you couldn't figure it out from the picture, the wavelength. Not very difficult really, is it? No. Right, that's wavelengths done. Now it's time for frequency. Now the frequency is measured as how many of those crests pass a given point within 1 second. So lots and lots and lots in 1 second makes lots and lots and lots of hertz. They're measured in hertz, if anyone didn't know this fact. Oh dear, I feel like I'm back in bloody school. Now there are many different areas of the electromagnetic frequency spectrum-y thingy-bobbly wobbly wobbly woo, but only a small section we can see. This is called the visible spectrum. Visible light spectrum, I don't care what you want to call it, it's only a small section like that. Very small, yeah. And that's between around 400 and 700 terahertz, which sounds like big numbers, but basically, no, it's fucking not. Now, we'll go through some uses, though, of the lower area of the electromagnetic spectrum and what we use in each area of it. Roughly. I'm not going to go through it all properly because we'd be here all goddamn day. Now we'll start with a low frequency range, 30 to 300 kilohertz. This is very handy for communications underwater because these radio waves will penetrate around 200 meters underwater. Very handy for your submarines. So AM radio uses this, amateur radios also use this, and some GPS frequencies are used here as well. Now we're on to medium frequencies. These runs from 300 kilohertz all the way up to 3 megahertz, so a good range here. More AM radios used here. Your coast guards tend to like this frequency as well. And guess what? Amateur radio still uses this frequency line because amateur radio seems to use all of them. Now we're getting into the high frequency range, 3 megahertz to 30 megahertz. Now military and government communications like this sort of bandwidth, aviation of the ground to air sort of style, amateur radios, imagine that, amateur radios still using frequencies in like everywhere, god damn them. Regional radio broadcastings like to go over this frequency, over the horizon radar uses this sort of frequency, and CB radios for any of the older generation. Did you have a CB radio? Let me know, that'd be cool. You used this frequency, yay. Now we're on to very high frequencies, or VHF for short. These run between 30 megahertz and 300 megahertz. And once again, our favourite people there, amateur radioers. Yes, they're still using frequencies here as well. I wonder how high they're going to go. Air navigation beacons also tend to use this frequency, and traffic control use these frequencies. Now we're into UHF, or ultra high frequencies, 300 megahertz to 3 gigahertz. This is where the majority of our modern day communications are used, including digital television, analog television, mobile phones including 2G, 3G, 4G and 5G use this frequency. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, your cordless house phones, satellite radios, L-band GPS and even your microwave oven sat over in your kitchen. A lot of things. And now it's time for the super high frequency range. This runs from 3 GHz to 30 GHz. Your home Wi-Fi, satellite TV, radar, wireless cameras all use this sort of frequency range. And so does 5G mobile phones. Yes, it uses over several bandwidths. Now you're looking at between 600 MHz and 6 GHz at the low end, and then 24 up to 86 GHz in the high end. But I will point out, no one is using frequencies that high as yet. The European standard at the moment is between 24 and 27 GHz, with future frequencies being talked about and made ready for sale by Ofcom. These include 31 to 34 GHz, 37 to 43 GHz, and 66 to 71 GHz. Now we could go on all day about frequencies and wavelengths. We've not even touched on non-ionizing and ionizing radiation, the visible light spectrum, infrared, gamma rays, X-rays and all that shit. But we've covered what we need to know for now. I suggest the Professor Dave video I've linked below. He covers frequencies a lot better than I ever could. But let's get on with some fucking nutters, shall we?
YON World, what's the deal, man? It's your boy Original, back with another one for y'all, man. Now, we about to go over what everybody been wanting to talk about, the trending topic on Twitter, the coronavirus 5G theory, man. Now, I've been new about it, just been gathering my research, but it's a lot to this, man. It's a lot going on, and we about to break it all down. I already know YouTube probably gonna demonetize this because we talk about the Rona, but we about to break it all down for y'all just so y'all understand what's going on. So make sure y'all get a seat. Your boy YON World. We live, man. Now, let's talk about everything we know about the origins of the coronavirus, what they told us. Now, the coronavirus originated in Wuhan. They say it came from wet markets.
Yeah, wet markets. And on that note, we're obviously going into crazy town, so let's put on a hat. Now, bats, RNA from the virus, we can trace back. Yes, sorted. Next fucking bit, please.
Right. So they saying it originated from the bats, but we know, you know what I'm saying, me and you, we know that the coronavirus is a digitally transmitted disease.
Oh! A digitally transmitted disease. I think you've been smoking too much at this point.
The main thing everybody's saying, right, is the 5G rollout. Now, something that you gotta understand is the 5G is centered, like I'm talking about, it was birthed, it was originated, started out of Wuhan.
No, just no. Wuhan was not the start of 5G. I think any South Korean person would probably be quite surprised at that point, that since they've had 5G since April and by August had 2 million subscribers to their 5G network, and you're saying that Wuhan didn't have it till November? So there's a good few fucking months there, isn't there? Fucking idiot.
You know what I'm saying? That's where it started last November. And they saying ever since then, the frequencies is causing people to have these symptoms, these flu-like symptoms. And what the world, what the government is doing is they created this digitally transmitted disease called the coronavirus.
No. Just goddamn no. And I'd like to see any evidence at all that there's any sort of frequency that is delivering a digital virus to people's bodies. That should be fucking amusing, shouldn't it?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even have the coronavirus, but if you go to the hospital, you gonna get it. You're gonna get tested and they're gonna try you out and they're gonna give you the vaccine and everything. But the 5G, the thing about what's going on with this lockdown and everything is that they pushing this 5G rollout. Now, you can look up about 5G. The thing about 5G is that they need what's called small cell towers. Right?
Now let's see if he gets this right. You need small cell towers. Yes, because the frequency it operates on has got a low sort of range at the power levels being put into it. Let's see if he gets that right or if he cocks up.
Right. And these small cell towers can be like on light poles and, you know, and they beam, it's like this technology where they beam fucking like 1,000. The wattage is so high.
Really? The wattage on cellular phone towers is really, really high? Oh, if only we had a table where we could have a look at this. Oh wait, we fucking do. So, as we can see here, an array of cellular phone base station antennas has a wattage of around 1,200 watts. A AM radio station transmitter, 50,000 watts. An FM radio station transmitter, 100,000 watts. And your typical ultra-high frequency TV transmitter, 1,000,000 goddamn watts. So don't bring fucking watts into it, you fucking numpty.
But it's different videos people got where they got like radiation testers, and they around for 5G small cell towers, right? And they designed to beam some of the
Hang on, what the fuck happened there? That wasn't me. Let's look at that again.
And they designed to beam some of the
Yeah, I fucking thought so. You edited halfway through your fucking sentence. The fuck is wrong with you? If you're gonna say something, say it. At the moment, you're just jammering on like a fucking moron, and that's my goddamn job.
And they designed to beam some of the protection, I should say. 5G can be absorbed by rain, water, and in certain plants.
Yet certain parts of the spectrum are absorbed and reflected by different things differently. This isn't a difficult thing to really understand. A 60 gigahertz wave is almost completely absorbed by oxygen around it, meaning it has a very short range, making it ideal for home Wi-Fi. It has very fast data rates of around 4.6 gigabits per second on the 802.11 AB spectrum. That sounds right. But yeah, you have no point here. Certain things are absorbed differently. Yes. And?
Like aloe vera, and it's certain plants, certain green leaf plants that, certain house plants that we have that absorb radiation. And it's absorbed 5G radiation, like trees naturally absorb 5G radiation and rain. So in order to get around this, what the government is doing is they rolling out small cell towers. Now small cell towers, they gonna be everywhere. You can already look, they already in every single state. But what they doing with the lockdown is they having everybody in the house so they can roll out more of this shit.
So the cell phone companies have colluded with the government so they can put up more 5G cell phone towers by poisoning with a digital virus most of the world's population, therefore meaning that no one's going to be outside to stop them putting up these 5G towers that they need to poison and thingy all these people, because obviously the cell phone companies want to poison and kill most of their consumer base. No. Just fucking no.
And what they doing is these cells, they cause so much radiation, they cause damage. It's actually been like, I watched this whole interview. Well, not an interview, it really was like a news document segment on this telecommunication. He was like a software manager, like big. He went around and started destroying all the towers. Like he had a tank, and this was like on the news. I'm gonna have to clip this in there because I know this sounds crazy, but this was on the news. Like, he went through and he blew so much shit up, but niggas ain't going for that 5G shit, bro.
Yeah, people are stupid and don't understand frequencies and wavelengths, or understand that even they say, oh yeah, it's getting really strong, yeah, with the frequency, like up to 86, and it's bad for you. Infrared radiation starts at 300 fucking gigahertz. That's your fucking TV fucking remote control, you numpty.
But at the end of the day, just to give y'all some hope, ain't no radio waves gonna take us out. We done been through so much as the people, you know what I'm saying? Radio waves, they gonna use whatever they can to damage our DNA. Because what's really happening is global warming. What's really what they don't want to tell you about is global warming.
The fuck you on about? Everyone knows global warming is real, apart from apparently President fucking Trump. He's the one who pulled out of the fucking Paris Accords for your fucking country. Every other major country goes, yes, global warming is bad, need other forms of fucking fuel, need to stop burning CO2 into the fucking atmosphere. The fuck is wrong with you saying, oh...
When the sun heat up, when the earth heat up, as it's been doing every single year, this year is going to be some of the craziest hurricanes we ever seen. This hurricane season is going to be one of the most active. It's going to be like over 9 major hurricanes in 2020. You know what I'm saying? All because of the heat. You know, already we in April, it's like 80 degrees in the Caribbean though. It's like,
I've watched obviously this video and I still fail to understand how you've gone from 5G is fucking a digital virus to no one's telling us about global warming, it's going to kill us. Everyone knows about global warming, for fuck's sake. You are nuts.
people with melanin, we survived the shift. We survived the shift because, you know, the harmful rays of the sun, we absorb, you know what I'm saying? We convert into melanin. And for, you know, people without melanin, it creates the opposite. It creates melanoma.
Wow. You're fucking stupid as hell. Everyone has melanin in their fucking body, and most organisms do as well. It's what gives them the darker fucking pigment. Yes, you've got more melanin than me, doesn't mean I haven't fucking got any, you idiot. And no, your body does not convert UV rays into fucking melanin. For fuck's sake, you're a fucking idiot. Oh, Jesus. From your point of view, no fucking African American or Native African or anyone with dark fucking skin should ever fucking get melanoma. And you know what? They do. It is rare, but it's worse if you get it than if I got it. The prognosis is usually much fucking worse. You're a fucking idiot of the highest caliber at this point who doesn't even understand skin and yet wants to talk about fucking 5G fucking radiation causing digital viruses and not real bats. For fuck's sake.
You know, you could also get certain crystals like organite crystals. You know, it's like a pyramid shaped crystal with copper and different elements combined within this pyramid, and it can help you, you know what I'm saying, within the 5G, because 5G corona is very real. They roll all this out on purpose. The lockdown is happening so they can put up more small cell towers.
Yeah, you're a crystal guy as well. For fuck's sake, it explains a lot. So an organite crystal, which is basically some crystal bits and some metal and some fucking resin, this is gonna heal you and block the amazing stuff that's coming to get you. No, it's fucking not. And as for that lady with the fucking RF meter going towards the fucking window, was there ever the idea that the sun also emits fucking electromagnetic fucking radiation? Bet there fucking wasn't. I bet there's been no test done to see if that meter could have been affected by that, even on an overcast fucking day. Oh, good fucking God, man, I've had enough of you. You're a fucking idiot. You really are. You've waffled and rabbited and waffled and rabbited and just made a fucking cock out of yourself, to be fair. Watch the start of this video. Understand some basic bits about fucking radio fucking frequency electromagnetic fucking stuff. For fuck's sake, I am done with you. Oh dear. Anyway, I've been the Sarcastic Barman. Thank you very much for coming to this video. Sorry it's a bit late today. I've been lazy. Anyway, hope to see you all again soon. Don't forget quiz night on Friday night. It's always a bit of fun. Shills on Friday as well, Saturday, and poker on Sunday, and the uncalled for on Sunday. Damn, weekends are getting busy. Thank you very much. Good night.